Hello, everyone. My name is Hashim Ahmed, and I'm the CFO of Jaguar Mining. We're going to walk through the company overview and some of the plans that the company is undertaking in 2021 and going ahead, and share some prospects of our exploration team, and give you a good overview about the company. Just first, I would like to focus our attention to some forward-looking statements, which I'll be making in this presentation. Those forward-looking statements are speculative, some of them in nature, so just to highlight for investors and prospective investors. So Jaguar is a mining company in Brazil with two operating assets. Both of them are gold mines with approximately producing 90 to 100,000 ounces every year. We have both these assets located in the Iron Quadrangle area of Brazil, which is a highly prospective region. It has been mined for almost 300 years, initially by the Portuguese, and then since then, quite a few mining companies are active in this area. Jaguar has assets around a very developed infrastructure with roads and access to very good workforce. And we are very well positioned to grow the company from the baseline where we are right now. This is just a bit of an overview about the company, where we were. In 2017, the company had some operational issues. We've been working with our investors as well as our management team and operations to turn around those issues. 2020 was a really great year for us for turning around, and combined with the increase in gold price, it turned out to be a fabulous year for our investors. In 2020, most of the year, we benefited from the high gold price as well as having lower cost, all-in sustaining costs, which gave us the ability of almost $1,000 an ounce of margin, cash margin on top of all-in costs. So really good year for us, and we look forward to another exciting year. Our capital structure is pretty straightforward. We're tightly held. Export is one of our largest shareholder, and then we followed by another 4 or 5 shareholders who combined would probably make up almost 80% of our shareholding. We listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange as well as the New York OTC exchange, which we got listed on most recently. Our focus going ahead is to not only build the cash on our balance sheet, but also pay down the remaining debt we have. Usually it's around $3 to $4 million that's left, as well as we started paying dividend to our shareholders for the past 2 quarters, and we would love to maintain that trend going ahead. In Q4 and financial year 2020, we, as I told before, we were able to turn around our operations and create a baseline production of 90,000 ounces. The plan is to grow production from this onwards towards 100,000 gradually as we go through the financial year 2021 from both of our operating assets, and establish ourselves as a sustainable 100,000 ounce producer in the future. One of the key things which we had in the past and we wanted to resolve as an issue was the life of our assets, which was very limited. So if you see on this graph, in 2014-15, we did not have a lot of life in our assets, maybe 2 to 3 years. With the investments, the right investments, and a lot of hard work, we've been able to increase the life of our assets now on the reserves to 5 years, and on resources almost more than 10 years. So that actually is a great achievement for our exploration team, and we want to build on that achievement going ahead. So as I highlighted, going ahead, as we have established a good cash flow projections, good cash flow generation from our operation, what are we going to do about that? We want to share some of that cash flow with our investors in the form of dividend. We want to pay down the debt, but any excessive cash flow, other than that, we want to invest in the organic growth opportunities. We are one of the largest landholders in the Iron Quad in Brazil. So we have a lot of prospective land positions where we want to invest the money and really find new deposits, as well as expand on the deposits which we already know of. We've also entered onto a JV program with Iron Gold to explore some of their land as well as a JV partnership. So our focus is going to be a lot more in exploration going ahead, because that's where the growth of the company lies from its baseline that we've established in 2020. And on that note, these prospective projects that we have taken on board in Q4 2020, and we are building on that as we go ahead, are shown on this slide. Corrego Brandão is a very hard deposit that we are quite optimistic we'll be able to bring that as online as a deposit. Zona Basal and Faina are already, especially Faina is already part of resources next to Turmalina. We are trying to bring that into our reserves in this year. Zona Basal is a hot deposit as well. We're doing a lot of drilling work there. And as I said, the Iron Gold JV is giving us access to a significant land position where we are doing airborne drone magnetic surveys right now. One of the largest exercise of its kind in Brazil to identify anomalies that we can then further zone into. So just to close this presentation before I dial out, the company has established itself as a baseline, 90 to 100,000 ounce producer, and we are very focused on shareholder returns. That's why we initiated our dividend immediately as soon as the free cash flow generation of the company started to grow. We want to invest excess cash flow into exploration. Exploration is where the company's future lies. With that, I'd like to invite all of our audience as well as prospective shareholders to visit our website or reach out to me or our CEO if you have any more questions or if you need any more information. Thank you and have a great day.